World-renowned writer and public speaker Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie just lost her son. This is a very heartbreaking story, the kind that shakes people to their core. Chimamanda recently spoke out about the death of her 21-month-old son, and what she shared has stirred a lot of emotion and a lot of questions. Now, according to her, the family was in Lagos for Christmas when her son suddenly fell seriously ill. What seemed like a simple cold quickly spiraled into something much worse, and he was later rushed to a hospital for treatment. He stabilized, and the plan was to fly him to the United States for further care. A medical team at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore was already prepared to receive him, but first, they requested for an MRI test. And for that, he has to be sedated. And that's where everything took a tragic turn. So Chimamanda says her son was given too much propofol, a very strong anesthetic, and no one monitored him afterward. This is a baby. She described watching doctors and medical staff suddenly rushing in and out of the room, and within minutes, everything changed. Her son went into seizure, suffered cardiac arrest, and was placed on a ventilator. And despite efforts to revive him, he died hours later. So in her words, her son would still be alive if not for what happened that day. After her story started spreading, the hospital involved, Care, released an official statement. Their message was calm, formal, and very measured. They expressed sympathy to the family, but also said that some of the details circulating were inaccurate. They narrated that the child was critically ill, that proper standards were followed, and that multiple medical teams were involved. They also announced an internal investigation. So now there are two versions of events. One coming from the grieving mother who believes her child's death was avoidable, and another version from an institution trying to defend its protocols and reputation. But beyond the emotions, this situation raises difficult questions about medical practices, accountability, and pediatric care, especially in places where oversight is weak and families often have no power when something goes wrong. At the center of it all is a family dealing with a loss that can never be repaired. So however the investigation ends, the outcome to them remains the same. A child is gone, and nothing can bring him back.